Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. But before I get started, a lot of people are really worried about what Lutnick said about Bitcoin and these other altcoins being treated differently. And hopefully this video sets your mind at ease just a little bit more. Will XRP price hit $1,000 if it replaces SWIFT after Trump's endorsement? XRP price continues to gain attention as Ripple seeks to replace SWIFT. Can it reach $1,000 with high-profile endorsements? Now, I'm going to tell you this. Ripple is not going to replace SWIFT in the short term. Ripple might take some business away from SWIFT in the short term, but I think it will happen over time. The BRICS, they're done with SWIFT. They are done with the US sanctions. Other countries where people are unbanked, they're just going to get put onto this RippleNet system. I showed you Chris Larson talking about that in previous videos. Because it comes down to micropayments and moving money cheap and fast. That's what will eventually put Ripple on top of SWIFT. That's how Ripple takes over SWIFT. But I think it's going to happen over a few year period if it does happen. Ripple is accelerating crypto adoption in Europe. The recent launch of Ripple payments in Portugal with Unicambio modernizes cross-border payments, offering secure, transparent, and real-time transactions as Europe finance leaders explore crypto solutions. Ripple is over there still putting rails in place, banking the unbanked, opening up more payment corridors. Ripple, for the past decade, has been putting all of these rails in place for XRP to run on. And a lot of these rails are outside of the SWIFT system already. So like I said, all of a sudden, somebody that's utilizing the SWIFT system now, they see these countries utilizing RippleNet and XRP, and they're like, well, why are these people able to send money much cheaper than I am? I want to use that that system also. I don't want to use the SWIFT system anymore. That's what we're going to see happen over time. UK's FCA is reviewing crypto trading, lending, staking, and risk management rules. Next, they will finalize conduct standards and compliance requirements. By 2026, full regulations take effect. Meanwhile, speculation is growing about RLGBP, potentially linking Ripple to the UK's digital pound initiative. Ripple is going to launch RLGBP, RLEUR, and so on. And we're going to see that happen over time. I still think we are going to see at least one more stablecoin being launched by Ripple this year, inside of 2025. Which country is it going to happen in? I think it's going to happen either in Japan, Europe, or in the UK. Let's wait and see where it goes from here. XRP could reach $15,000 and is realistic, says former City of London fund manager. You know, here's what they are citing: cross-border payments, foreign exchange, bank and financial institutions, settlement asset, decentralized finance and tokenization of assets, securities and capital market tokenization. You ever take notice when you see the institutions, they talk about Ripple and XRP. They always call XRP digital gold. They always say it looks like a good store of value. The IMF calls XRP and XLM stablecoins, but they're going to be at a high value. So when I talked about a $10,000 XRP, once again, I might have been way too conservative. Other people are now giving much higher price predictions. And anybody that thinks this is going to take a decade or 20 years, Ripple already built this system. This system is almost complete. Then they will flip the switch and XRP will go live on all of these rails. That's how you get to these price points. IMF Managing Director. The new U.S. administration is rapidly reshaping its policies on trade, taxation, public spending, deregulation, and digital assets. So it looks like the IMF is now wanting to play catch up with the United States. The U.S. is pushing ahead now. The next big announcement is going to be downsizing trade. Wait and see. You're going to see trade in the U.S. go automated. We are in the digital age, and I stress that. You know, people don't realize it yet, but this downsizing of government, there's a much bigger play playing out. All of these agencies where you're seeing downsizing right now, they are going to go automated. And AI is going to play a very big role there in the coming years, most likely within this year. I think this is going to be the beginning when it all starts, and this is going to build out over the next couple of years. Judy Shelton says gold-backed treasury bonds should be introduced on July 4, 2026, as signal to the world of America's leadership toward fiscal discipline and a stable monetary order as the appropriate platform for international trade. And I said, imagine gold-backed treasury bonds running over the XRP ledger and XRP moving them equals end game. And why not just do this on July 4th, 2025? I'm still waiting to hear about that treasury dollar as well. And all things XRP created a great post. A former U.S. treasurer is sitting inside Ripple. Trump has confirmed a U.S. crypto reserve. Do the math. Something big is brewing. So from 2009 to 2016, Rosie Rios oversaw U.S. mint and controlled $1.3 trillion in circulation. She didn't just print money, she shaped U.S. financial policy. Now she's with Ripple. Why? Think bigger. Governments and crypto have clashed for years, but Rios, she saw the future early. In 2021, she joined Ripple saying, XRP is the future of global payments. A former U.S. treasurer backing XRP. That didn't happen by accident. That's not random. Now, let's talk timing. Fast forward to 2025. Trump is back. Crypto is officially in the spotlight. Trump has confirmed plans for a U.S. crypto reserve. Who's better positioned to help than a former U.S. treasurer sitting inside of Ripple? And guess what? Ripple donated $5 million in XRP to Trump's inauguration fund. Connect the dots. Rios, government ties. Ripple's 800 plus banking partners. XRP's lightning fast ledger. Could XRP be the key player in U.S. finance? I'm going to add on top of that the money transmitter licenses as well for domestic payments inside of the U.S. The SEC case will soon be over. Ripple is stronger than ever. And with Rios' influence, regulatory clarity for XRP could be coming. What happens if the U.S. officially embraces XRP for payments? Game changer. Bottom line, Rosie Rios isn't just a board member. She's a power player with deep government ties. If XRP is part of the next financial revolution, she'll be making it happen. Bullish or overhyped? It is definitely not overhyped. And even Rob Cunningham added, add Brian Brooks, Craig Phillips, Robbie Mitchnick, many others. You know, a lot of these players are also positioned now inside of BlackRock, inside of other banks, big banks, and they all have Ripple ties. That did not happen by coincidence. And you're worried about what Lutnick said about Bitcoin. Listen, that narrative around Bitcoin right now is for exit liquidity. They want to onboard as many people to Bitcoin as they possibly can so some of these billionaires can cash out some of their Bitcoin. The real disruption is what you are holding, XRP. You know, even Franklin Templeton told you you are holding the disruption. And you could see it coming now. Everything is playing out perfectly. It's like we're back in 2018 and Trump was the president back then with that executive order. They were trying to reshape the financial system back then, but I think it was happening too early. Then we got Biden, and we all seen the travesty there. Now Trump's back, the train is back in motion, and we're just waiting for things to happen. We're just waiting for that flip of the switch moment. Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital, DPIN is happening. Take a listen to what he says about blockchain. Now, this guy is a Bitcoin maxi, but I want you to hear what he says.
The reason I'm so passionate about investing in blockchain is, you know, Mike and I have traded all kinds of crazy things for 40 years, and some things, like dollar yen's not even moved. It's the same place it's been the whole time we've been talking about it. Blockchain is the most inevitable trade I have ever seen. All these things will happen. It will disrupt all of these. And even the IoT thing, we were early, you know, that was a little early, but DPIN is happening. And it's like the new version of that. And so that's why I think everybody in this room should have some exposure to blockchain, because it might not happen in the, you know, time frame that we're estimating, but it is so inevitable. So it's definitely worth it.
It is going to happen. They're all telling you what's coming. And he said blockchain. I'm sure he invests outside of Bitcoin as well. He knows what the disruptor is. He might be invested in the distraction because all of these people, they want to cash in on the distraction. But the real play is investing in the disruption. XRP is already doing what others are just talking about. Global payments are being revolutionized. Instant, low cost, no risk. Amazon, Uber, and major banks are plugged in. This isn't speculation. XRP is the bridge connecting the world's financial systems. Still think it's just another crypto? And he chose to use this image right here. And this shows you where XRP would be positioned inside of a massive liquidity pool. XRP delivers on-demand liquidity. Brad wants to unlock the $27 trillion Nostro Vostro accounts utilizing XRP. That should be all you need to know. And XRP, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're either invested in it or you are left behind. And that's what it comes down to. This comes from notfinancialadvice.crypto. And I thought this was a great post. We are at the forefront of a once-in-a-lifetime pump, the crypto realization pump, the first ever crypto bull run where the public will have no choice but to realize the hype was real as governments around the world begin using it. The first pump where financial advisors will no longer be able to make excuses not to own the foundational digital money of the fourth industrial revolution. And it's coming fast. And I said that multiple times. Any financial planner that is not putting their clients into crypto, they are going to be left behind. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to get financial freedom. And anybody that sells too soon, they are going to regret it shortly after. because they're expecting another 4-year cycle event. So they're going to try to sell the top like they always do and say, well, that's all right. I'm going to buy back when it dips. What if XRP does not dip? Not the way that people think it's going to. Because I see people saying it's going to run up to around $12 to $15. Then it's going to come all the way back down under $3 again. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not even seeing that happen. Think about it. The government is about to get involved with XRP. Other governments around the world are going to follow the US lead. And I think most of the governments around the world, they already know what the disruption is. That's why they're pushing back against Bitcoin. You see the IMF doing it. You see the ECB doing it. The BIS is doing it. They don't care about Bitcoin. They see it as irrelevant because they know the real play here. They know the new financial system is coming. SEC's climate rule will force companies to report false CO2 disclosures. You know, I thought this would be something else that would be ended. This climate rule. This only hurts U.S. businesses. And I thought this would go away under Trump. But apparently this is still intact. And I think this is going to be a problem going forward. Think about carbon credits. Think about if you have to buy carbon credits. It would be another tax on us. I want to see if they get rid of this going forward, because that would also boost business in the United States. But like I said, anybody that's still worried about what Lutnick said about Bitcoin and altcoins being treated separately by the US government, you have nothing to worry about. What's happening now started back in 2018 when Trump was the president the last time around. And Rosie Rios, she knows the end game. She shared it with you in 2021. She told you the train has left the station. She didn't mean you were too late to XRP. What she was telling you is this plan is now set in motion. Everything is building out and coming to fruition. We are going to have a great 2025. But if you think 2025 is going to be big, wait until you see what happens after this. After you get that institutional adoption and mass adoption begins. And we were so early. Think about that. Because you were so early, you are going to get so rich. People are going to be getting wealthy over the next couple of years. And it's going to all start this year. So if you want to take the money this year, you might regret it, because you might end up watching XRP only go higher and higher in price. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.